If you have a newer style computer, you can have access to biometric data where it has like it scans your fingerprint, so it goes, oh well, now I can unlock because I have your fingerprint on file. This works with some phones also. There is a place out in, of all places, South Dakota, in Rapid City. What they're doing is they are working with purchases using fingerprints. But it's not just that. It's a biofeedback. It tells not only that the person that has that fingerprint is there, so like say, you know, you've ever seen some movies, they like chop off some person's thumb or whatever, and they stick it up against the machine and go, oh yeah, that's him. No, this doesn't work like this. What it does is it actually registers the hemoglobin in your body, and it makes sure there's a pulse there as well. So it's a double protection there. What was really interesting here, they said here in the article, is we are hell-bent on privacy issues here in the U.S. We get all up in arms when someone talks about scanning us or recording our information, but we throw up everything about us on Facebook and give up all our personal information for 10% off at a shoe store for instant credit. Which is so damn true. Because you...
Totally.
Yeah, because you know these people out there, you know, they can save $5. Hey, just give us your personal information, where you're living, and an email address, and we'll send you the coupon, you know. But I like this idea. I mean, at some point, maybe in the future, when I'm old and gray and can't remember what the hell my name is, this may be something available everywhere. Joe, your thoughts?
This article uses a cool word, biocryptology.
Yes.
It means using physical traits to encode private information. While this is only being used in convenience stores on one South Dakota campus where there's little risk of misuse, putting such a scanner on an ATM or a gas pump could lead to dismembered fingers being used. But as you mentioned, the cool thing about this scanner is it actually detects if the finger or thumb is alive.
Right.
It senses the pulse.
Right. So
that's a good safeguard on that. The article goes on to mention that this could bring up some Big Brother privacy issues, but I really don't see that. I'm an old school ACLUer myself, and you know I don't see this any different than just swiping a credit card. Right. Because you know you're authorizing your own bank account, and they track that anyway. Right. So it's the same thing.
Yes, exactly. And you know the thing is though, if in this study what they're doing here is they're basically doing this as a test basis. So all the people who are doing this are doing it all voluntarily. So
yeah, they had 50 volunteers step forward and say they wanted to do it.
Yep. So that gives, if that's any indication, then this may be accepted for, you know, by a larger group. You know, when it gets out to the more general public, you know, there's always going to be those naysayers and the crazies out there going, and it's the Big Brother, and it's the beast, and they're gonna take your mind, they're gonna take your idea, we're gonna get a scan number, you know. So
it's being rolled out on a technology campus. The kids are there studying technology and science, so all those kids are totally for things like this anyway.
Right, exactly. You know, the thing is, though, I have seen, there's a TV show, it's called Mythbusters. They have done things like this where they have been able to take the fingerprint and put it on something and then use that to break open fingerprint safes or whatever. But this, I think, might stop that from being able to do that, because with that type of technology, putting, like, say, I don't know if they put glue or what, they didn't exactly specify how they did it. I don't know if that would eliminate the ability for the pulse that was be able to be detected on there as well.
Unless they kidnapped you.
Yeah, oh yeah, unless they kidnapped you. Medusa, your thoughts?
Well, I guess that would be my thought. That's the last thought left. Unless they kidnapped you.
Yes.
I did note that they said if this flies here in the conservative Midwest, it's going to go anywhere. So I kind of believe that, you know, the technology exists. It's here to stay. It is much easier.
Yes.
It's very unlikely that you're going to be kidnapped unless you're in Russia. So just don't go there.
Bring me your fingerprints. I want them.
And even your children, you know, I don't know now how that's going to work with children making purchases. with their fingerprint if they can go out with
Well,
mommy's.
I think they would probably have their kids sign up for an account at that point. I mean, they would have to. It's no. I don't think that's any different than, say, having taking a kid to the bank and having them sign up for a savings account.
Yeah, that's true. As long as the kid doesn't go mad with the.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they can. I'm sure they'll put safeguards in there, so the kid can only spend, say, $10 a week or a month, however. Some banks do that kind of stuff too.
But it's still very reasonable and sound technology.